The 7th meeting on this year's calendar is history, and once again the DTM laid on a top-class show, featuring a star-studded stage program, thrilling battles for position and an emotional win. The first highlights came before the race. Andreas Burani took to the stage and performed his German World Cup hit. While on the starting grid, popular singer Fernanda Brandao made sure the mood was upbeat. The race itself featured one head-to-head duel after another. A controversial moment on lap 8. Robert Wickens hits Timo Scheider, who collides with fellow Audi driver Nico Müller and is forced to retire shortly afterwards.
From my side, I had a run. I went to the inside and then he turned in the braking and there was nothing I could do but hit him. I was committed to the far inside and then he tried to defend me in the braking zone and there was nowhere I could go.
Despite a promising 5th position on the grid, Scheider's home race was destined to end in disappointment. Provided you leave enough space on the track, contact is totally okay. I don't have a problem with it, but when the purpose is to force someone off the track or send him into a spin, I think every situation like that should be punished, and that applies in this case. Shortly before that, there was a coming together between Timo Glock and Gary Paffett. Neither man was prepared to give an inch in the BMW versus Mercedes clash, and neither man took points from the race weekend in the Eifel. But both had a few choice words when asked to analyse the collision. Then I had the situation with Gary, who left me no room when we were exiting turn 5. I held him off in turn 6, but I had to let him through again after that, and yes, my race was over at that point.
I don't see how I was wrong. I mean, if you try and go around the outside of someone, you have a risk of going wide, which he did. And then in turn 6, he just hit the side of my car, you know, and we lost so much time. You know, the car was destroyed. I mean, that was it.
The next head-to-head was an even rougher affair. Neither Jamie Green nor Augusto Farfus was scared to bump and barge here in the Mercedes arena. The Brazilian was initially able to continue, but finally gave up on lap 36. Green had just as little reason to be pleased as he came in 14th.
He was on the inside, and once we got in touch, he kept pushing me all the way outside on the track limit, and there was no need actually. So then the car was just too damaged to continue.
He tried to squeeze me off the track, and that's why he ended up spun across the front of me. So I had to try to get away from him somehow, and eventually I got off to the right. If I would have just braked, then we would both have been stopped on track. So I had no other option.
The winner, already top of the podium 3 times this season, was Marco Wittmann. The Franconia native's dominance is almost unreal. His 4th victory was a very emotional one, though. Just a few days earlier, the passing of Dieter Lamb robbed the sport of one of the most influential figures in BMW's DTM history. I think winning was the best present we could give Dieter and his family today. In the circumstances, our celebrations were a bit muted, even when we crossed the finish line. But at the end of the day, it was a good weekend for us and a good race. In just under 4 weeks, Wittmann could already realize his dream of the coveted driver's title, if it wasn't for the other 22 drivers who are pursuing exactly the same goal. Audi, BMW and Mercedes next take to the track at the Lausitz Ring from the 12th to the 14th of September.